to anything anyone has to say on the television or anywhere. Why do I need to listen to anything anybody has to say if it's just all lies or regurgitated lies or lies repackaged to be bigger lies? Why would I want to listen to that? You know, whenever we make decisions, if our decisions are based solely on misinformation, disinformation, lies, and everything that's untrue, then our decisions are essentially lies and untrue. And personally, whenever I make a decision, I'd like to at least know what decision I'm making as far as what it's based on. You know, generally that's based on truth. My decisions of how I react to anything else in life is based on what I believe to be true. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. This new Comey information coming out, you know, it's nothing that we don't know. It's nothing that those of us who have been paying attention don't know. Of course we know this, but we reach a whole new level in society, okay? A whole new level in society when truth, and I'm gonna quote this because I've said this before, and it is so true, and I'm gonna say it again. I might say it every damn time I make a video. My platform is just gonna completely change. It is. It is time to just focus on truth. There's no time to do anything else. I mean, everything has to have truth in it, or why do anything? Why do it? Okay, the quote is, when truth is revealed and it changes nothing, truth becomes meaningless. When truth becomes meaningless, nothing matters. That's it. That is it. That is like my thing that I am just so about. Just right there. That is it in a nutshell. When truth is revealed and it changes nothing, truth becomes meaningless. When truth is meaningless, nothing matters. Yes, those of us who, you know, aren't brain dead, knew that Comey was just lying. We knew he was covering for Hillary. We knew this. However, now it's come out. Now the mainstream, it's like, you know, they go ahead and grant all of us peasants the official word that they're going to go ahead and start putting it out there so that everyone who hasn't been paying attention can just be caught up to speed because they're about to spin it again. Or they're about to call up their card on who's going to take the hit for whatever. So, now that they're going to say this, if nothing changes, and I suspect just based on history, then nothing's going to happen. Just like whenever all of that was revealed about Hillary. All of the things that she did, all of the things, well, not all of the things, because that would take quite a long time to go through now, wouldn't it? But when Comey came out and did his long soliloquy about what she did wrong, what she was in violation of, and then had the audacity to turn and say that no reasonable prosecutor would prosecute her, lie. Some lies are just so obvious, you almost have to listen to them again and think that they didn't just say what they just said because they couldn't have just said what they just said because it's absolutely preposterous, right? No, that's how blatant some lies are. But now that it's out there, now that it's coming about, and now that it's in the mainstream, and now all the zombies will be fed it to a little light degree, like a little saltine cracker. When nothing changes, then, in my opinion, we have risen to an entire new level of government anarchy. We are, as far as I'm concerned, state has existed for a long, long time. For as long as there's been a government, there's been a shadow government. You have what you see on the outside, and then you have what goes on behind the scenes. And I'm probably pretty sure there are layers all in between, too. So what goes on behind the scenes? What goes on behind the scenes? Well, it looks like that right now is definitely to the detriment of the American people. When you start protecting people who are hurting Americans, then you're against the Americans. And it pains me that so when I read through the comments and I read what people in other countries have to say about America, we are looked at, we are everyone. We are one. We are looked at as one. This whole thing of, I'm so stuck on individuality. I believe that every individual should be, looked at for the qualities that individual has. I don't believe in the collectivism. I don't want to be thrown into a collective group. And I'm sure that some collective groups are just fine. But it's not real. Real is individual. Accountability. Yeah, it's time consuming. It's laborious. It's very tedious to have to go through each individual person and have to give them an assessment, not just look at them and go ahead and just throw them under some sort of subcategory. Not that there isn't some truth in stereotypes. Of course there are truths in stereotypes. That's why they're stereotypes. That's why they're entertaining. That's why they're used, because it's ironic. But whenever you take an individual like Hillary Clinton and you go ahead and you pinpoint all of the things that she did specifically, and she's not the only one. She's an atrocious one and a good example to use. But when you take this and then you say no reasonable prosecutor can prosecute her, then you take the person, the head at that time of the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, who accolades had been thrown at for weeks prior. God, it makes me question everything. I really have liked Jeanine Pirro. I have Judge Jeanine, just think she's fabulous. I'm sorry to say, everybody becomes under question because that's what naturally happens. You see, when you're lied to, when people are lied to, what happens is that you stop trusting. That is an automatic response, or it should be. It should be. I'm sure the MK Ultra programming, and I know it is trying to reestablish the parameters in our psyche so that when you're lied to, you just keep going on. You just believe everything that you're being told. But no, the natural reaction to when you're lied to is that you don't believe another damn word that comes out of that person's face. And unfortunately, you can't just go by someone else telling you someone's a liar. A lot of times you have to go ahead and experience it firsthand. It's really not good enough just for someone to tell you, oh no, hey, look, they're a liar. No, you have to feel that from within, that right deep within yourself. You have to feel that you've been lied to really feel the impact, to really make that set in so that you stop trusting. Comey did this. Comey's done this, right? Our government has done this. So why should we trust them until things are sorted out? And yes, President Trump gives a fresh, new meaning to different than how everything ever has been in the past, seemingly. I am not sold hook, line, and sinker by any means. Believe me, there are a lot of questions I have to his affiliations. I'm giving the man an opportunity to show me the truth. Show me how you're going to change things. I'm tired of listening to whatever people have to say. I don't care what he has to say in a lot of regards. It's just really entertainment value. Never watched was it The Apprentice, where he fired people? I never watched it. I have no interest in the entertainment value of certain things, but it seems to me that he was groomed properly for this position right now, doesn't it? That's the thing with us conspiracy theorists, because we're always thinking, and because there's so many different ways to connect the dots. Sometimes, inevitably, dots get connected that maybe perhaps shouldn't be connected, and that's what they bank on. But you know what? You think that's going to stop me from thinking, oh, I might be wrong? Hell no. I'm wrong about a lot of things. I openly admit that I am. I'm happy that other people point out that I am, because if they have an answer, because if I'm wrong and somebody points it out, that must mean that they have the right answer, right? Or at least I can listen to what it is or what they have to say. I won't necessarily trust what somebody else says over my own understanding of things. Neither should you. People have to talk. We have to start really talking about what's important. This going on right now, when we have truth just thrown in our face, and the truth is that people have been lied to, sedition has went on, treason has went on, our government has been undermined, the people that are in the powers of position have harmed the citizens of America, our safety and everything else. When that happens and everyone goes about their daily business like, oh, who won this, who won the game tonight, honey, or, all this chanting, created drama of the paid groups that just, not everybody gets paid, no, just some people get paid. The other people are just mindless zombies that go along with it because they have no aspirations in life. They need something. They need something to feel a part of. How about this? Feel a part of the truth. The truth isn't always going to be what you want to hear. Believe me, I know that. It is so disappointing whenever I hear news about something or someone that I don't want to hear. My initial reaction, it might be a defensive one. I'm human. It's natural reaction. Be defensive, right? But I'm aware of that, and I'm aware that needs to be kept under check so that proper investigation can go on. Nobody has the time to investigate everything in life, right? That's why we have the esteemed, which was once esteemed, position of journalists. Such a very important role that you have when you are a journalist to get the truth out, to present to people. We have this wonderful venue of the internet and YouTube and now Minds and Gab and all these other venues to share truth with people. Don't you find it ironic that at the same time people are waking up and sharing on all these wonderful platforms is the same time Big Brother is wielding his sword and chopping it all down and censoring it all? It's not a coincidence. It is not a coincidence. When you get your YouTube page shut down, or you are in trouble for merely stating facts. Facts. And then you can look and see when the other side who states largely opinion, it's all opinion on facts that they've bright and sunshiny, and the people that continue to watch CNN, those are the people that believe it's actually sunshiny. They don't even look out the window, or they're outside and they'll be like, oh, it's sunny, I didn't know that. No, but Fox has a finer filter, and then there's always levels in between. You know, Fox caters to the more discerning group of viewers who don't really believe that the bullshit can be passed across them as easily as everyone else. But whenever you sit back and you really pay attention, they do the same thing. Just a different size filter that filters bullshit to you. Why do I say this? Last night, good example. Let me give you an example to back that up. Well, let's see. They have now decided, now that there are buckets of evidence coming out against Debbie Wasserman Schultz and her affiliation with, like, handing over lots of money. But even that is funny because Debbie Wasserman Schultz is not her own independent agent. Who was she working for? Who was she working for? You know, people would have blamed the finger to her, but she's nobody. She's nobody. It's who she was working for. It's who she was working for, who was working for. Working for. Layers. Yeah, layers. They no longer are calling her Debbie Wasserman Schultz. They weren't last night on Fox. No, they found the new repackaging of her initials, DWS. DWS. This is how they're referring to her now. DWS. Oh, what a way to depersonalize that one. What a way to kind of get that in. To make it feel like, oh, that's something different. I'm kind of removed. It's psychological terminology. That's what that is. Words are so pivotal. What words people choose to use, what words people choose not to use, how they use them, how they say them, when they say them. I have this car tracking me. I wonder if this is a cop. Oh, I don't know. My hands are on the wheel. No, he's just on a hot rod. He's trying to go around me. I don't care. And that's it. You see, guys, in all of this, we all have our day-to-day lives to live. You know, I'm headed out to work. I got issues I got to take care of there. You got customers I got to see. This isn't my livelihood. I'm not a journalist. You know, I want to come home at the end of my day or whenever it is, and I want to have someone tell me what's going on in the world. Call me lazy. Call me lazy. That's what I want. I want to be able to trust what I hear. I want to know that when I pay my taxes and I pay my fair share, that it's not going to destabilize other countries or my own. Is that so much to ask? I don't think that it is. We all have to chip in together to make the world, society, our homes, our life work. And when everything is built upon lies, everything will collapse. Nothing is working the way it should. I believe that this is the fundamental place where I am at. This is where I cannot move beyond. Show me truth. Show me truth. Show me truth. Truth is, okay, this person did something heinous. We know it. And the law, which is as applied to all people living in the land under the law, are treated with the same response. That is truth. You know, at some point in time, I'm going to go ahead and make a video about our judicial system and how hilarious it is to me that people refer to this enigma called jury of peers. Jury of peers. Yeah, whatever that is, because I look around and I don't see peers. I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody else. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I make mistakes. I'm open to someone telling me, that I'm wrong, or that it's a different way, or hey, look into this, and I'll look into some crazy things. I may not like it. I may not. I try to do as best as I can for as much as I can for as long as I can, however I can. That's all I can do. I just don't think and see other people doing that very often. I don't. I see people wanting shortcuts all the time. I see people jumping on the bandwagon of things all the time. I see people just listening to one person or one side of it and deciding, oh, that must be right, and just going with it. And then, because of their pride and their inability to be able to say they were wrong, they just stay on that side. It becomes a battle. It becomes a competition. It becomes somewhat of the principle matter not even mattering anymore, because it's just my side, your side. Yeah, I'm not really a competitive person, just with myself. I have no problem having someone else win, whatever. Blessing and a curse, that is. Alright, this video has turned out to be way longer than I really had anticipated it to be. I was really just trying to say that I'm going to be changing my platform a bit. I'm going to be changing my screen name. Pretty much decided that it will be, unless it's taken, I haven't checked it yet. Show me truth. Show me truth. Show me truth. I'm sure I'll have a lot of fun responses with that name. But that's really kind of like where I'm at. And I'll go ahead and post links in the description box. I try to post things all the time in all of my videos, just to give substance to the things that I'm rambling on about. I try to make those things valid, although sometimes there are things that are posted. I do like the Daily Caller, but there are times where, even for some of the rags that I will peruse, there are lots of inconsistencies. You just have to take these things with a grain of salt and understand what you're looking at, and that people make mistakes and people copy things. I mean, it's very rare that the Washington Post has anything valid, but even they, have things that are valid. Sometimes you have to go for who gets some news out first, and then you have to just know it's out there. It's just more like they're the awareness. They're not the people that you go to for the fine details of things. All right, I hope everybody has a great week, and